people call you out on it. Like my Rays fans would go, yeah, how's that championship you bought? And I'm like, okay, I'm still putting the banners up. But you do have a point, because watching what they go through, and like I said, it's not a huge, it's just a different area. Florida, there's not too many places. There's great sports fans, but there's so much else going on. I mean, the Dolphins couldn't sell out a playoff game a couple years ago.
Marlins won 2 World Series. Remember that in the 90s?
I went to the first one. I did.
Oh,
I went.
awesome.
I went to, I think, Game 6, the one that Charles Johnson hit a bomb. We had this big. We had a big Marlin skewering the Indians. Oh man, it was awesome. I was a Marlins. I quit being a Red Sox fan for one season because the Red Sox got rid of Roger Clemens. They got rid of Roger Clemens. He struck out 20 guys at the end of the season. And that's when was it Epstein or somebody? No, it was somebody else. Dan Duquette said he's going into the twilight of his career.
Yeah.
And they got rid of Clemens. And Clemens he left him. The next year I go, you know what? I go, I'm not a Red Sox fan anymore. He was my guy, Clemens. I go, now I'm a Marlins fan. And they won the World Series, and I was like, I just feel dirty.
But Jeffrey Lora, he fought that championship.
He certainly did. He certainly did.
Dismantled the team right after he won.
Right afterwards. Right after. He left Sheffield behind for 2 months to complain. That was about it. Everybody else was gonzo.
He did that out of spite, though.
Yeah, he should have. He should have.
Yeah,
Sheffield was one of the guys going, yeah, these young kids stink. And I know I'm embarrassed. I'm like, dude. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Not their fault they bought the championship and they got rid of all these guys. These guys aren't ready.
Yeah.
They aren't ready.
But it was Josh Beckett.
Mike Lowe. Those guys that got rushed up there became great ball players.
Miguel
Cabrera. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That team was stacked with young talent.
Yep.
It's just insane when I look back on it now. It's crazy. I think it was Jed Hoyer, though, wasn't it? Not Dan Duquette. I think it was Jed Hoyer that shipped Clemens out, wasn't it?
I'm not quite sure. I think it was Duquette, because I know that when Clemens came back, he walked off the mound after the 8th inning. I think he had like 14, 15 strikeouts and pointed up at the owner's box. And Duquette was up there. He was, the twilight of his career. Clemens is like, I'll show you. Where's the steroids?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Just ripped it with the Toronto Blue Jays for a couple of years. Then the Yankees.
Yep.
Yeah, insane. All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back and wrap things up on 1070 The Zone, where Charlotte County comes to play. Welcome back to the Larry Timko Show on 1070 The Zone, where Charlotte County comes to play. Mike McCarthy Mike Head in studio with us, performing at Vasani's tonight. One show and one show tomorrow. For tickets, just log on to Vasani.net or call 941-629-9191. I believe the show is at
8 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock tomorrow.
7 o'clock tomorrow. Yes. All right, awesome, good. Oh, it's good on Saturdays. You get out a little earlier, so you can go out. Go and explore the nightlife of Port Charlotte
before it shuts down
at 11.
That's funny.
We ducked out. We had a chance to go to a karaoke bar last night. Mike, a couple young ladies were very interested in Mike, and he's like, they want to go to a karaoke bar. And I was talking to the general manager, and I was like, nah, I don't know, whatever and stuff. But we probably should have went. It looked like it was going to be a lot of fun.
Right.
Well, because Mike, you got the Hollywood looks, man. You look, and then you look like his agent.
All right, ladies, let's get some info over here. Yeah.
That's great, man. Talking a little bit about the Red Sox, I know they're going to make a move for a pitcher, even though they say they're not going to spend a lot of money. But they're notoriously known to go out and make a move. Man, going all the way back to Pedro Martinez.
Yes.
And I can see them making some kind of move like that. I don't know if it's going to be a Bumgarner. I think the Astros are going to end up landing Bumgarner. That would be. He's got Astros written all over him, in my opinion.
Here's the weird thing is I'm away from home, and I'm kind of out of the loop. I've only been gone for 4 days. When I'm home, I got my finger right on the pulse. I watch the game every night. But because of, restrictions or whatever, I can't. I mean, I can get it if I wanted to get YouTube TV or something like that, but I'm not up to the minute. And hearing you say, I'm like, what?
Nah.
What? Because they said that before I left, they were like, we are not spending the money. But you're right. They say that, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, you spent the money.
I will throw a name out there that I can envision in a Red Sox uniform this year. Trevor Bauer.
There you go.
There you go.
I would take that in a heartbeat.
He's still got one more year of arbitration.
Who do we pick up the other day that came in and just stunk Ola, dude?
Andrew Keshner from Baltimore.
Yeah.
But Bauer's going to cost you a little bit because he's got an arbitration year next year, so he's got another year of control, but the Red Sox can pay him.
They certainly can.
I don't care. They can scream poverty all they want.
That's exactly, and that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they make these ridiculous signings. They signed Sale without having to throw a pitch this year.
Yeah, that was
dude.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Let him pitch for a little while. Take a look. There are some moves where you go, why would you? You didn't have to. You didn't have to. You could have watched him the first 6 games and you would have, I don't know. I don't know if he did. Plus the wear and tear, and then they say they don't have the money. Like, dude, Give Mookie the money. Give Mookie the money. Stuff like that. I mean, if you have the money, spend the money.
This is where they made the mistake. Before they were negotiating with Mookie, right? But Mookie's like, I'm going to wait. I want to see what Mike Trout signs for. I want to see what Bryce Harper signs for.
Yeah.
He's going to get $300 million
I
a
hate
year.
to say you're right.
If he doesn't
you're
get
right.
it from Boston, he's getting it from
he
somebody.
He is going to get it from somebody, and that's the thing, because he's not having a monster year.
No.
You know what I mean? He's a little bit down, but he's also the face of the franchise. I mean, they locked up Xander. That was smart.
Yeah.
That was smart, because now he's having a phenomenal year, and I'm going, if they could have done that, I mean, I know you can't see it coming, but if they could have locked up Mookie before, because the young talent is unbelievable. This kid Devers, what?
All right, see him last night again, another 3-run bomb. Oh, that's right, you were performing.
Dude, and he looks like he's enjoying himself so much. He really does. I mean, what's he, 21?
God, yeah. He's
21, 22 years old.
He's
just
young.
having the time of his life, man.
Yep.
No doubt. Yeah.
You know, and the pressure was on him, we can't play defense. Well, he looked pretty good at third base to me.
He's getting better.
He's getting a lot better. He's improved. He's young.
That's exactly it.
But that side of the infield's stacked. You know, you're good. You're good for the next 7-8 years.
No
Devers and Bogarts right there.
Yeah, and that kid Chavis,
Michael Chavis. They don't know what to do with him. They're going to move him to second.
He is he's at second.
But he came up a third baseman.
Yeah, so they're sticking him at second because Petey's all done.
Yeah, that's a shame.
That is
his
too
knees,
bad.
right? It's the knees, right?
And he keeps fighting, and every time he comes back, it's bone on bone, and he just goes, can't do it.
No cartilage.
Can't do it.
Yeah. All right. And JD Martinez was a smart move. You got him on a deal.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Now, that's one of those things, like you say, Victor Beto was losing his mind. And I was waiting. You're waiting, and they going, what, are we going to do something? Are we going to do something? Yes, we are going to do something. I'm like, no, man, we need another big bat. And he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal.
He still is.
Yeah, I love him. I love his approach. I mean, I love that big breath he takes right before every pitch. Yeah. Everybody should do that. Everybody, you see him just go like this, because focus on this pitch. Because you know when you play sports, you get a little lost on what you're trying to do, or whatever. And he just zen. He goes, this pitch, as opposed to getting caught up in the whole at bat. You know what I mean?
How you feel about Nathan Eovaldi being your closer now?
Anybody, please. Anybody. I had a line, I go, they go to the bullpen, I go to the bedroom. That's it. I can't watch it.
That's the way the Rays are lately.
I just can't watch it. I mean, like they've blown, when I left, they had already blown 11 saves. I don't know what's happened. Yeah. They've won the last 2, so it can't, but they've blown 11 saves. You got to get, so you let Kimbrel go. I understand.
He had a bad postseason. That was the only reason why I think they let him go, because of the postseason. It wasn't that bad.
He wasn't that bad. He was a bit of a heart attack, but he would come in and just, one of those things you don't want to see. He would do. He'd come in, he'd walk the first guy.
Yeah.
He'd go 3-0 on the first guy. What are you doing?
Welcome to Tampa.
Doing? Yeah. Why? Throw strikes. It's like when somebody, Porcello. When you give Porcello a lead, he goes, nice, watch what I do with this. Well, I'm going to walk the first guy. What do we got, a 3-run lead? I'm going to walk the first guy, give up a single to the next guy. He just hates pitching with it. Yeah. And when you see that, you go, dude, just throw strikes. Yeah. Let him get hits.
Well, it's like I look at Chris Sale. How can he be 3-8 and have like 200 strikeouts? It's like I don't get this.
He's so frustrating. He's just having a wacky year.
It's statistically, those numbers don't make sense.
They absolutely do not make sense. He's striking everybody out, but in between the strikeouts, hey, base hit, home run. Giving up a lot of bombs this year.
Yeah,
no doubt.
He has.
No doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if they said he lost a little velocity, but he was clocked at 97 in his start yesterday.
He's still throwing gas.
I was going to say, I didn't see the
people were saying it was an injury, and then all of a sudden he comes with the cheese at 97. You're like, I think he's all right.
Yeah, I think it was just mechanics. I think it was a mechanical problem, which I can be corrected.
He's a little on the frail side. I mean, last year we had to sit him for about a month, and then, going to the playoffs, they had to baby him a little bit. I wouldn't have thrown all that money on that left arm. Yeah. He's got an unorthodox delivery.
Yeah, he always had. He's pitched here at Florida Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
So
and they're throwing that much money on, because once he's gone, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I look at that top end of that rotation. I mean, David Price. I like David Price.
I'll tell you, he came around.
Yeah.
He came, he just doesn't.
Him and Eckersley, though, man, they're still battling. They just got into it again. They just got into it again.
I heard about that. Well, look, David Price has got to learn. It took him a little while to realize this is not Tampa Bay. No. Okay? Boston, these people are watching every single thing you do. And when you insult a legend, woo, buddy. Yeah. And then last year he threw off all his demons. Well, a couple of years ago, he had that reputation he couldn't win the playoffs. And then he tweeted a picture of him like on Aruba or something like that, like going, no wins and losses here. Or no Red Sox fans that come on. We're like, dude, bad luck.
Yeah,
bad luck. I know you're on vacation and it's February. Yeah. Guess what? Red Sox fans are reading every word of everything they can because they're insane. Yeah. And he's like, what's all the backlash for? You're like, Dude, these people are nuts.
Yep.
These people are crazy.
Oh, no. Here in Tampa, man, he would be in his cargo shorts. He'd be having his sandals on. He's got his Hawaiian shirt, his dog Astro. He'd be walking around Tampa like he was the man. He could do whatever. He could do no wrong here in Tampa. He can say whatever he wants. Whatever. It's all good. It's David Price. He goes to Boston, man. Boom. I don't know what happened.
He was off to a rocky start. Like I said, he really redeemed himself.
But he tried to apologize to Dennis Eckersley. He wanted a sit-down meeting, and Dennis Eckersley like, no, I don't want nothing to do with you. So I blame it on Dennis.
Okay, because now I don't have I remember the first thing that happened, and he said, something.
No, David Price said I was wrong. He admitted the first time I was wrong, but I tried to apologize.
He was defending somebody. Eckersley said something, and and Eckersley actually said, he's like, I understand where they're coming from because I used to be a player, and the last thing you want to hear when you have a rough game is the color guy going like this. Well, he shouldn't have done this. He shouldn't have I understand you're in the Hall of Fame, but let's keep this in house.
Hey, Eckersley had a checkered career too.
There's no question. There's no question. I mean, everyone remembers him at the end, but when he pitched for the Sox, he was up and down.
And the Cubs.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
He had the
absolutely.
alcohol problem with Chicago.
No doubt.
So I'm a David Price guy. So I know he tried to sit down with Dennis Eckersley and tried to apologize and talk it out. But
if that's the fact, then
it.
Eckersley is at fault because Eckersley he kind of does see himself as a rock star.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like, dude, like I said, your career, wonderful career. Yeah, everyone loved you.
Thanks to Tony La Russa. That's who he should credit his career to.
No
Tony
question, right?
Yeah.
Right? All of a sudden, that changed everything. You're one of the greatest closers of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, he was the great. He was the first great closer, I think. I mean, he had Dan Quisenberry. I think he was the Bruce Sutter
with the sidearm. Nice.
And Bruce Sutter. Those are the two guys I remember before Eck became. But those guys were 30 save guys. Eck was a 40 save guy consistently. It was crazy. He was, and he did it 3 years in a row. It's the first time I've ever seen a pitcher do that before with the Oakland A's.
He was amazing. I mean, like you said, people forgot about the beginning of his career.
Yeah, no doubt. Cool. It's fun talking about baseball with you, man.
Buddy, this is like I said, this is a dream come true. They normally got to tell me at the club, go, make sure you mention you're a comedian, okay? Because I come in here like all the people that call in, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, that's Vasani's at 7 o'clock tonight and 8 o'clock tomorrow. It's 8 tonight and 7 tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, well, we still got 7 minutes, so you guys can talk about whatever you want.
Oh, nice. Yeah, try the veal. Actually, they don't have veal at Vasani's.
No, they don't.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
The food is insane.
Man.
I had the chicken parm last night, and I ordered it, and they made it after the show, right as the show was ending. And I wound up talking to the general manager, Drew, for a long time.
Yeah.
Because he's a sharp kid, and we were just talking, and I let it sit there for about an hour. And I brought it back to my hotel room. It was still unbelievably fantastic. Cold.
Their pasta dishes always taste better the next day because I guess the sauce is jelly. I
yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, they are working from scratch
But
back there, man.
I highly recommend the New York strip steak. It's the best steak I've ever had.
Dude, the steaks there are the best I've ever had.
Yes.
Ever had.
And I'm not just saying that
the other night.
Yeah. I've been to other steakhouses in town. Trust me, they don't compare.
Well, they take so much pride in it. They really do. There are people there right now.
Yeah.
Right. There's like 4 chefs right now. What time is it?
Yeah.
And they don't open up until 6 o'clock. Right. I mean, they bring the wood. No question.
Good,
nice, Mike. How do people want to know more about you? Do you have a webpage or anything they can discover?
Yeah. My website, Mike Head. HEAD, MikeHeadComedy.com. It links straight to my Facebook fan page and my Instagram. So, if you want to follow me on social media.
Not going to lie, when I first heard your name without checking you out, I thought you were some 60s stoner. I'm just saying.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
I'm just saying. Mike Head, man. It's a cool name.
It's hard to forget.
Yeah, and then Mike, we all love Mike too. You coming back down with the Irish Comedy Club back in March,
right? We will be
right?
here March 16th and St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
If we survive. If we survive. Well, the 1 hour special just came out on everything. It came out on Amazon Prime, Vudu, Net, everything you can possibly think of. It's out on, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what it's funny because this is the first time I've been here without them. And it's just weird walking around the liquor store, and I'm like, where's my leprechaun? Where's my little fiddle player?
We're going to start our own tour. This is the Ebony Ivory tour.
There you go. The Mike and Mike.
Black and white Mike. There we go.
All right. Yeah, you can't do Mike and Mike. They got a sports show that's called Mike and Mike.
Head and McCarthy.
Head McCarthy.
I know. There's something there, man.
There's something there I'm going to leave alone.
Right, there's something there. Look for the podcast coming soon to iHeartRadio. No, I don't know. That's great, man. But you still do the cruise ships and all that stuff, right?
I'm not a cruise ship guy.
Not a cruise ship guy?
my act is a little on the heavy side for the cruise ship. My wife, much to my wife's
I
chagrin.
forgot. Eric wanted me to mention this could be an R-rated show tonight.
Yes, it is an R. It is an R. I'm saying, listen.